how you doing? So, uh, like I say, I always got, started to tell just like everybody else. This is why the time, just to make sure that I, accomplish my mission to share with you, the business literacy, also to share with you my entrepreneurship journey that you can learn from me and I can learn from you and you can learn from others. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can hear about my story, I know for a fact you're gonna get inspired in a certain way because we all go through rough time, rock and roll, to the point where some of the people or majority of the people they quit because it's never been easy. It was not made to be easy journey, especially in entrepreneurship. If you take entrepreneurship road, is the toughest road. But the moment the right time, the hard time gone, and then you're gonna enjoy the fruits of your investment, your self-investment. You see what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people they quit on the way easily because it's never be easy. Because face, you're gonna have to put yourself last. Let's say I have a team of people that I work with. Let's say I've got like me. Excuse me, I have my animal farm now, have some goats, chicken. It's kind of medium animal farm, but I'm getting there so I can have like bigger animal farm, because I've invested in also in agribusiness. It started smaller because I'm a man of faith. My spirit is so high, I never quit, no matter how rough it get. Just keep on going because after trying my small little business, just like I explained before in my previous video, I learned that when you wanna do any type of business, you just don't have to, because sometimes when you start, it kind of don't make sense. I remember one time, one of the guys that I knew, he was saying, man, that was like when I started to do the small business. That time when I was taught a high school student, and he started saying, man, I see now your business is getting big a little bit. Because I started with one, I remember the first student, like I said, was a Korean student. That was my first student, see? And then I had another student. He was another one. She's South Africa. She's mixed race. In South Africa, they call them colored. Man, she was 10th grade. The Korean student was A-level student. And that girl, she had believed in me, a lot. Just like a Korean student, I'm a vocal man, inspire a lot of people, share with them my story, inspire them, inspire them a lot. See what I'm saying? So that was my second student. So you can get very rough sometimes, sometimes you have because you're gonna have to grow. See, you can't start from today and everything's, man, if I can tell you, I found way more than for most of the projects, most of the stuff I did when I started. It kind of don't make sense. But what I did, I have to learn the formula. So what you have to do first, look at the people that's what you want to do. So learn the formula. What you mean about learning the formula? Okay. These other things like you're not going to be taught. For example, like me. I started Animal Farm, also do video editing for some of the artists or actor, actress, people who do filming. So I do for them. I'm gonna touch some music videos. So what I did, I had to learn the formula. Which formula? For me to make those video editing means I need to learn first the skill set. So I had to invest in me and learn the knowledge in how to edit. Guys, listen. There's a lot of source of information. You can just read it. Go to YouTube, actually, and learn anything that you want to pursue. Learn from them. And don't just learn, because the harder thing is here. Rules and discipline. Because if you can learn, but you don't have a certain set of rules or discipline, because anything that you want to do, for the most case, somebody have already done it. Or you want to start merchandise, let's say like, oh, I want to start some fitted caps or baseball hat. You can do that. So what you need to do, you can start it locally with your people. Now you want to scale up, save as many people. Maybe you can create your website. maybe you can use your social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, instead of putting like, I'm here, I'm eating today nice food. Oh, yesterday my friend, oh, just putting a quote every day. Why don't you advertise your business? Because putting everyday quote like, hey, hi, look at me, is great. I don't do it because my money is on the business side. How to generate revenue. Not, hey, hello, hey. If you can go to my social media, or you see me, either I do some community works because I have a non-profit project or some running just to give back. I've got some free programs I do, but with that free program, it will change people's life so that some people can stand on their own 2 feet, just like how I was. See, because I love to see a lot of people, that win in the process. So let me just check if it does record, because yesterday I was just doing some stuff and they just not record. So you need to check. Yeah, it does record. So you need to be very disciplined. You have to create some rules. These are my rules. Okay, I'm busy on my grinding. People call me or they distract me, because when you start do your grinding, this is my experience. My experience might not be the same with other people, but to me, I used to have a lot of people, a lot of friends on the Facebook, social media, right before I became homeless, whatever. Like, oh, we talk a lot of things and people do 1,000 likes. But then, the moment I started my stuff get rough and become homeless for, like I say, almost 4 years. I was homeless 4 years, almost 4 years, 3 years and a half, almost 4 years, 3 years and 9 months, so almost 4 years. So, and then when I started my business, I started to experience a deviation of the friends that kind of deviate themselves from me. They're not telling me like, what I'm wrong with you, but I can see I don't know how, I don't know why. Maybe I personally felt like it should be fear, or they kind of not feel like we're in the same, because a lot of my experience, a lot of them, they never tell me straight, but sometimes I judge very close friends, whatever. They saw me, I was lost because I was not looking for a job. I remember there was a time, there was a woman, she did not want with me. That was back in the days because I was not working full-time. She wanted a man who working full-time. See, and it's not like one. It happened many times. Some of them, they don't tell me, but I could read between the bars. I could read between the lines, like, oh, you see what I'm saying? And you cannot blame people because everybody got their own decision. Just like I prefer women who have a business mind, see, who can know how to do this house, who can understand my vision. See what I'm saying? And then I can help the women also rule. See? So that's me, so there's nothing wrong if somebody, let's say, don't want to hang around with me, or friends, they don't want to associate with me, because my mind, my eyes only on entrepreneurship. Some people don't know what entrepreneurship is. Entrepreneurship, sometimes people get confused between entrepreneurship and self-employment. Self-employment is like when you start your business, you employ yourself, you employ others. But entrepreneurship, let's say right now I'm making video. You see now I'm making video, I still make money, generate income. Even if I'm not there, let's say I'm not working, I decided to retire now, I still generate income. So I moved from self-employed, start a small business, and then I level up a little bit. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. I must get there, because my problem is, I don't know, you call problem or my greatness. My greatness, can I say my greatness maybe? I'm too I'm egoistic. See, because if I say I will do something, I don't let people, come and disprove or be an example like, no, you think it's, you see, he didn't make it. He thought it's easy. So this is a lot of people. I'm not saying that's how to think, because they are the only one who think how to think. They had thought, because I had that ego since when I was This is when I was in high school. Like I don't want to work for nobody. So I grew up with it. Like I don't want to work for nobody. Even though I had to work some jobs, 2 jobs my whole life, cleaning. You know, I just work most of the bottom of the work. Cleaning is small. You know, cleaning the toilet, restaurant, in a bar. I used to be mama sometimes, long time. You can watch my previous video. So that ego I grew up with, not like ego in a way that how I treat people. I treat people with maximum respect because I deal with the people every day. So I had to learn people skills, how to interact with the people. Because when you do business, you don't need ego. But what I say ego means like towards me, that egoistic, like nah, I have to make it. It has to happen because I took my way. You know, I'm not the type of guy like when I leave or say, oh, okay, I come back and surrender. That's what I have. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not surrender guy. So you need a lot of rules and discipline. You see? So what happened is, okay, let's come here to this video. So it's not going to be easy, people. So overall, I want to explain about my biggest sell, pay. So after become homeless for a long time, so I started to do, like I say, I run a lot of business, like animal farm. Also have an app, you know, software app, you know, that also give me, you know, very great income. But it didn't just fall from the heaven, people. I invested a lot of time to create it. It took me a very long time. And then after creating, I started to advertise to friends like, man, you can check this site. And most of the friends, for the most part, they were not interested. They were not interested, or they kind of look like, and you're going to see some of the people who are close, they end up advertise another person. Like, I remember, I used to have one day, I'm not going to mention who, one of the friends, and he see that I'm grinding, but most of the time he want his emotional support and my support because the brother, I take him as a brother, and I was fully giving my support because I never want to feel him down, whatever. But now, he see me grinding, but I never see him most of the time like show, like even love, like man, this is like, you know, sometimes when you put yourself on Instagram or Facebook or any social media, just to like it, not say like, okay, sharing. He was not interested in that, you know, he was not interested in, but he had a guts. But that's not my business. Like I say, you know, sometimes that's not in my control, you know, it's out of my control. But all I can do is me to learn from that process. Like, look, I'm by my own. My only friends are my client. So in your clientele, in your business, those people around you, when you do your sales to them, they purchase your products, they support your business, those are your friends. Those are your friends, people. Those are your friends. But know that you so-called like, oh, this is my friend, but they don't give any type of support. Those are not your friends because they're just waiting for you to be successful and have a story like, oh, I know that guy. He used to, you know. So those are not your friends. Those are your storytellers. They just see that and measure if you can make it or you're not going to make it. See? So you got to know how to differentiate. You have to understand, or you have to know how to differentiate between friends. To me, friends are my clients. See, those people that I save, those people that I give my service that I offer to them, those people buy my products. See, they give me, I get a revenue from them. Those are my friends because I improve my life through them. Those people who share my products, my services that I'm offering to the people, products on the social media, or they tell people, those are my friends. But people who just looking at you, whether you're gonna make it or not, and if you're gonna make it, then, oh, he's my friend, I know that guy like 10 years back. See? But they were not there when you were grinding. They just measure if you're gonna get success or not. They're just standing aside, see if you can make it or not. Those are not your friends because they have 2 faces. So you have to know, you have to look. You see, you have 2 eyes. But you know, there's another eye here. Don't get me wrong, this has nothing to do with everything. Like, you need to see things with a back eye. What do I mean about that? Like, don't only use these 2 eyes. You have to use brain. That's what I mean. Your biggest eye. Okay? So from there, see, my biggest seller. So after starting locally, I said, you know what, I need to scale up. So I started put my adverts. I went to the Gumtree UK. You know, Gumtree is like Craigslist in the United States. They call it Craigslist. In Australia, they do have Gumtree. So I started put my advert in those countries, because what I did, I had to focus on high income skill. See what I'm saying? High income skill. Because now, if you do your selling, you have to look, okay, where, because you might sell the same service, the same products, but it depends, who do you sell to? If, let's say, I offer my service or I sell something to the high income skills, people with a high income, it might not be the same sell. Or if your shop or your office, see, you offer service to the people with high income, it might not be the same to when you offer it locally. So I had to think now how I can generate high revenue, you know, through people with high income skills. So I had to compare, like, okay, I need to search. First, I had to do my research, and I had to look, okay, students from UK also, they have an A level. If I can target them, I can generate something, and then I give it a try. I started give free lesson, you know, give some free lesson. And I got a lot of students that go interested. They started messaging me like, oh, look, you solve the same stuff like in my school. So I gave them some free service. UK, student from UK, United Kingdom, in Ireland. So now, man, I started to get booked now. Like, hey, just want you to help, because I used to do like videos and put on YouTube, so free or services for students from UK or for my clients in UK. So I would direct, see, my service toward people with high income skill. And from getting paid $7 1 hour to $10 1 hour, I started to get paid $30 1 hour, because I redirect to the high income skill. So my money started to remultiply. So I was saving like 2 students. Said, okay, I need to find a way to scale up. So I had to get me a website. After getting my website, you know, and using it, Zoom and some different sorts of streaming services, I had my first biggest sale or biggest pay came out. So sometimes you're not going to be taught all this stuff. My biggest sale came. I remember my biggest sale, my first biggest sale monthly, my profit monthly, that time. I'll say when I was there, when my business catching up now, my first biggest sale, it was 4,000 US dollar. Was it 4,000? Yeah, it was 4,000. Man, I was very, very happy. That was the biggest money I've ever made in my whole life. I used to make 10,000. That was the biggest. 10,000, 15,000. That was like, no matter how much I was working, I used to make between 500 to 1,300, something like that. That was my biggest profit a month. So after I scale up my business, it went to there on monthly basis. I used to get from here monthly basis. So my sales went up here because I changed my strategy. So I had to get the biggest paycheck. So from that now I had to use mentality on how I can reproduce, how I can remultiply. Because personal, you know, I'll explain that in another video about how to remultiply. What do you mean about remultiply? I'm gonna make it easy words or easy language so you can understand. So I can talk to you in a real words, in a real visual words that you can understand. Okay? Now, but I always need rules and discipline, and you have to keep your words. You promise people, keep your word. If you cannot make, you talk to them like, look, today I cannot make because of such and such. So make sure you keep your word and you build a trust. Because the trust is what can keep you there. It creates a good reputation for you. So try as much as to serve your client and understand your client. Sometimes things get rough. Be there for them, you know, because you have to know, or you have to identify those, how I'm gonna keep it. Every client have to treat it like a king or queen, but you got those top queen and top kings clients. Sometimes you give them some free service, free offers. See, because they always give you support, so you have to identify them. See, so but all came because of fearless. You know, I'm a fearless guy. You know, anybody have ever dealt with me, they know my spirit. Fearless. So when you fearless, then you can make a decision. Because if you're indecisive, why are you indecisive? Because of fearful. You know, you have a fear, you're full of fear. So you're scared, or you're afraid, like, oh, if I'm gonna do it, maybe it's not gonna happen, or it's not gonna come out. How am I thinking? If anybody did it, you can also do it. It's not gonna be easy, like I say, it's gonna be very, very, very tough and rough. Just don't quit. Because you're gonna be fighting with your own soul, with your inner consciousness, like, oh man, why am I doing this? Sometimes I feel like quitting. Don't. Right there when you quit, when you're about to quit, is when you were almost getting in the right way. I'll tell you that I was a former homelessness for 4 years. You talk to the homeless here, okay? Somebody who didn't have no home, somebody who didn't have no hope, somebody was eating in a trash bin. Go scratch the trash bin, take out some rubbish or some, you know, leftover food and eat. And right here, me, talk to me right now. Don't. I was there, I get out of there, I'm going up there. See? Now, so when you start to have a fear and indecisive, and then it's gonna bring you to the failure. You're gonna fail. I'm not a failure. That's not gonna happen to me. Even if you fail, because I fell way more time. Many times. Many times. Was I fearless? Was I indecisive? Maybe yes, maybe no. So most of the projects that I did at that time, so this is some of the mistakes, but personal for me, my failure in the past is because I was lacking these two things, I'll be honest. Rules and discipline. I was fearful, I was not afraid of anything. I can just take a risk, because you need to be a risk taker. But the problem is I didn't have a well-structured rules and discipline. I was not disciplined. I'll say I'll do A, B, C, D, or do this tomorrow. I'm gonna do sales. I'll go to the website, because you need to advertise every day. You cannot get clients. It's hard for you to do sales if you're not gonna use your social media to tell people what you're doing and what you can offer. And you have to write in a way that it has to keep in a uniqueness. Look, people does what you do, means your competitors, and now you can write your own way. Like, hey, for example, I can tell you this. For example, me, there was a time, I'm still doing this sometimes as my part hustle, because I have a 7 source of income now, because I started with 1 tutoring, and then I went to the video editing, and then I went to build my application software. So it went up. Now I'm getting to 7 there. So if I can get little means, so by any means, I can always live and change my life, not only just to survive, because I've created myself in a lot of multiple source of income. So rules and discipline, that's what I was lacking. I'll say I'll do this today, but then I don't, because rules and discipline play major key role. Follow the rules and put yourself last. If you work with a team, let's say a team of people, and these people that work for you, you work for them. You have a team where you work toward the same goals. Okay, let's say I'm a CEO. Sometimes I can put me last as far as payment, because I'm building the brand. But you impress the people you work with. But I can sometimes, I remember I used to have a brother, man, rest in peace, my little brother. His name is Mledi. I used to love that brother, man. You know, may he soul rest in peace, he can rest in power. So I remember I met with him. At first he said, man, how can that be possible? He said, I'm looking for a job. I'm looking for a job. How am I to get a job? I said, look, we can sit among ourselves and we can generate money. How we can do that? I've got camera. So maybe we can start filming. And then we create our website, and then we come with our own African, like, not like Netflix, but our own Netflix, African Netflix. But we don't call it Netflix. Man, I'm very good. It's Netflix. I'm not a movie watcher, so never mind. Even if I mispronounce it. We can come with our own. So we focus on our local people, or African people, or people who have the same thoughts. Because, you know, because like, look, I'm not saying that I respect Netflix hustle, but they take everything from us now. So we can come up with your own ideology, and we can do silent use, because I'm not quite sure, but I don't know if there is a biggest competitor of Netflix. So we can be the next one. And this guy see me like I'm crazy. I say, okay, look, the other time, so I can initiate things. That's what they know me for. I said, man, so I had to take my last money, buy food, buy lunch, buy everything. I said, listen, guys, let's shoot video today. So it's like a joke, but because I had to make them believe in it. Lunchtime, we have a lunch, we go place, you know. But I had to take my money, like everything. My brother watching me here. My brother Tando. He's from Johannesburg. He lives in Cape Town. He's a very good brother too. So we do the hustle together. You see me in my video, you see me here. And you know, because you encourage others, like this can happen. This can happen. Because I have that spirit. We go, we shoot. See? And then we do all those great moments. You know, we have a memory. And it started to get into them like, man, this is possible, man. This is possible. We can change our life. So you have to know that you should not be fearless. Never be fearless. Try it. Try. You never know. Try, fail, do it again. Try, fail. I fell way more. But it's just because I'm fearless, man. The homeless taught me not to be feared. I just have to go for what I want. Okay? So, and why do all this stuff? Because, listen, I don't see myself work for go place and work from morning time to 5. I mean, I have a respect for the people working, because it's not easy thing to do. And it's not easy thing to be in a situation where anytime you can lose job and you get frustrated not knowing what you're going to do next. You know, I had one of my friends who was a doctor, and he lost a job. It was a sad moment, because he used to work from 8 to 5, 9 to 5, 8 to 5. And the moment he lost job, I could see frustration in him, because he was never, maybe he had, but to my experience, he was never in a situation of how I can do my own house or whatever. It was very tough for him. And I was doing a lot of legging him up, helping him up whenever I could. So look, you can start this and that. Excuse me. And you know, sometimes it surprised me, it amazed me when I tell people like, instead of, because I know some people that can look for a job for 3 years. You're looking for a job for 3 years, you can get a job today and lose tomorrow or next week. Why don't you start your own small business and grow up with it? And become serial entrepreneur. And now what about losing the jobs? Stress about, oh, maybe one day I'm going to lose a job. I don't think about, I never thought of maybe I'm going to lose a job. Now, things can be very, very tough in entrepreneurship space, but I know how I can make it right. I'm networked to a lot of people. I can give one call and offer my service, all the products, or I can give the special offer to my clientele, and they can give me one call like, hey, or I can always get recommendations. So there's no way I can start. I don't see it like start as far as making a sales, because I have a lot of ways, multiple stream of income. Like I said, I'm gonna reveal. The more you go, the more you watch, I'm gonna reveal. Man, so this was the whole I thought to share with you about my story. You can learn from that, and now come with your own unique ways on what type of service that you have. Think the skill set that you have. For example, you know how to paint, like I'm just saying. Make your art. Start draw your art, paint your art, sell it online. Use your Facebook and generate some income. Make your website. You see? So you can do that. You know how to sing. Create your own band. Go to the local bar. You're going to be afraid and your neighbor going to see you. But your neighbor's not going to help you. When you don't have something on your table, go to the local bar, local event. Start to perform. You see, you cannot wait forever for you to get booked. Start do your own initiative. See, you have, let's say, man, you can buy and sell. Some people, you can buy from Amazon, eBay, take a look. You buy stuff, and you resell again. So sometimes you can do buy and sell. You know, that's going to be another video I'll explain to you. I think so we can stop here for today. Thanks so much for your time, and I'll see you soon.